Seer YouTube channel. I want to thank all my new subscribers. I appreciate you, and all my old supporters. Let's just look at, these are all the cards I made, oracles. Just want to put them together. I want to try it out on you guys. Let me see if I can get a general reading what might be going on with you consciously or unconsciously, okay? All right, welcome, pal, two. I want to look at all of my decks. It's not all of them, but the oracles that I've channeled. And I want to see if I can put together a storyline and see if I can see general, consciously or unconsciously, what you might be going through, okay? Please let me know. I like to have fun. I like to test myself. I am not a psychic. I am a seer and an intuitive reader, right? So I just want to see if I can put a storyline together with these. Help me get out of self. Help me get out of ego. Help me provide love, encouragement, and support for people who chose to. All right, foot is burning. What is going on? One more. Gotta shuffle. Betty. And Fred. Look like you might desire some intimacy. Fred? Fred ain't none of her husband. You messing with somebody? What in the world? Any more? I hear him say one more. Maybe two. This one? What in the hell is going on? Tweety bird. Tweety bird. For two. Tommy? You got some nice little cartoon characters here. Let's pull these. What's going on? Somebody got their back to you. Oh, you might be in no contact with somebody. Why do I feel like you taken? Why do I feel... Tweety bird. Oh, okay. Read this. Look at this, Terry. Look at this. What do you see? I see somebody else's wife, and this is somebody else's husband. Somebody could be liking you, crushing on you, and you are no contact with them, and you feel guilty because you're married. I feel like this person is very nice, very loyal. They could have been hurt, been broken, been a divorcee, or been in some kind of commitment. Stewie, look at Stewie. Somebody got some big eyes, big eyes, big eyes. That tells me that somebody knows what's going on. Maybe you got some karmics. Maybe you like to perform. Somebody's very, very sweet. You think this man or woman is very, very sweet. Okay. Maybe they give you intimacy. Maybe you desire intimacy and you already in a relationship. You don't want to mess with this person, but you do. Maybe you've already cheated and stuff. You know what? You know why I say that? Because Stewie's very slick, manipulative, and cunning. This is nothing new to you. But this person, I feel like this person might have your heart. Why am I just getting that? Okay. Okay, that's fine. Any more? Let me get one more. See if I can get one more. I could be wrong, y'all. What's going on with y'all? Crossroads. Somebody got your attention. Somebody got your attention. Charlie Pickles going like, oh, somebody got your attention, huh? They're very playful, very fun. They could dress up as cosplay. They're kind of animated. They're not kid-like, but they're fun men and women. They're not as serious. I could be wrong. Wonka bar. I'm going to give you one more chocolate. This reading going to be something because I think Fred is dead. Dun, dun, dun. You could have been drawing the one. Let's see. Betty. What's going on with Betty? Nobody pays attention to you. I feel like this man or woman I feel like you're attracted to somebody, and I feel like people don't give them the attention that they deserve. I'm skimming this, right? I feel like they could be very talented. They could be seers, tarot card readers, psychics, entertainers, start their own job, work 9 to 5, could be kind of shy or something like that. They could be very supportive to their family, their friends, their kids, something like that. Very caring, good-natured people. Maybe you didn't think that this person or man was very smart, because it says that Betty's not the smartest person. But I feel like people looking in, I feel like somebody's liking you, crushing on you, and they went through a lot. I feel like they went through a lot. This could be my interracial. A pal, foster parents, fertility treatments, both child want more. They could be older. Maybe they don't have any children. Maybe they do. I just feel like this person, it's a lot of emotional cheating going on in my past. I don't know. Maybe it's just the senses of people that I have. It's a lot of emotional cheating going on. And I feel like Betty and Fred got a thing going on. I think that if you haven't met this man or woman yet, it's definitely telepathic. I feel like they both feel guilty because she looks like she's crying. And Fred's like, oh my God, what am I going to do? You have to change the gender, right? But I feel like somewhere there's something going on with you and somebody else. Now, I could be wrong, right? I'm just having fun. Big bank, real deal, ambitious, money maker, big penis, big talker. Show improve, average looking, extremely handsome, big fish. Women throw their coochies at him. Cheater, side chick, spoiled wife. Could travel, big spender. Temperamental, aggressive, loudmouth, scammer, get money. Okay, so you know what I feel? I feel like this is you, drug dealer, opportunist, Ponzi schemes, can't handle, no failure, suburban living, condo, maybe own a house or apartment, take no shit, gun carrier. I feel like this is you as a man and woman. I feel like you're very, very attractive men and women. I'm seeing I feel like you're very attractive men and women. You're very ambitious. You could be opportunist. I feel like men and women do like you. I feel like at one time you could have dealt with some temperament, some kind of psychological and emotional issues. I am seeing bipolar. You could have been loud and aggressive at one time. I do feel like you changed. I feel like your pockets are very, very deep. I feel like you have a lot of connections to people that people wouldn't even realize. I feel like you meet people and been privy to people that most people haven't. I feel like you could have met Betty or this person online. And I feel like they weren't your type. I feel like you have a preference, but I also feel like you have a husband or wife. Wife, husband, alien, right? I feel like, but for some reason you got a connection, and I feel like because Betty is married, I feel like it's forbidden fruit. So I feel like you and this person are different. Doesn't mean if this man or woman is married, they could be attached or in a relationship. They could just be very single, and you got a connection with this person. Now I could be wrong, and this is where I'm gonna need somebody to tell me something, right? Stewie, oh my God, screaming mommy daddy issues, suffered extreme moderate neglect. I don't feel like Betty has mommy daddy issues. I feel like Fred does. And I feel that's why he has his back turned. Because I feel like Betty can read Fred. I feel like the person I don't feel like being a tutor reader that your husband, wife, significant other, common law, husband, wife, partner, whatever, can read you like this Betty. I feel like you and Betty got a deep connection, telepathic. This could be my twin flame pal. Don't ask me how I got that out of there because I don't know, right? But somebody got some mommy and daddy issues, and I feel like it's more you, people who chose this pal, right? I feel like you could have had an overbearing religious mother, father, absentee dad, mother, but I feel like at one time, you could have been a highly manipulative, gaslighting, narcissistic tendencies, overachiever, or sabotage or hidden insecurities. I feel like you could be in some kind of leadership position, entertainment, something like that. You could have a hard time working for other people. So I'm seeing you do gigs, maybe, entrepreneur, supervisor, some kind of leadership. If you're selling incense, you're the man or woman to get. I feel like you're very brilliant, very smart, super smart. Your model could be, I'm born in this family, but I didn't pick this family. You could be very sophisticated. You could be psychic. You have your third eye open. Psychics don't mean that, I'm going around saying I'm psychic, but you could have dreams and visions. You feel shit. King intuition. I feel like you really, really unveil bullshit. You could love football. And I feel like you have a high king intuition. But I do feel like you have mommy daddy issues. I feel like if Betty had mommy daddy issues, Betty wasn't aware of it. But I feel like Betty did her healing because she has her hand on her hips going, I realized I had some issues, dysfunction coming up, right? And I've worked on mine. Because isn't that how she looked? Like, I worked on mine. But I can call you out, Fred. And I feel like you fell in love with somebody that can call you out, that can see through you. Betty is giving me... Oh my God, is that what y'all want me to say? Betty's giving me high priestess vibes. So you could be in love with somebody totally different from you. It could be psychic, a tarot card reader. We always use it from examples, right? Or just somebody different, somebody atheist and you're Christian, like that. I feel like there's some differences here. But I do feel like, even though your back is turned on Betty, I feel like you have some kind of telepathic connection. And I feel like Fred has definitely worked a lot on his healing. Let's see what Tweety Bird, I don't even remember doing Tweety Bird. Talking about channeling it. Ain't my Tweety Bird cute, y'all? Can y'all see my things? Tweety Bird is cute. I feel like this man or woman is very, very seductive. Why am I giving y'all emotional cheating? No contact, met somebody online. I could be wrong. Met them at work. I feel a lot of emotional cheating in this pile. I feel like somebody got somebody. Or maybe the person got somebody. Maybe I'm channeling that person. Maybe the person is big pockets, or he or she is all about something, and they have the mommy dad issues, but somebody got some mommy dad issues. Somebody had a very neglectful childhood. I see that. Let me see Tweety Bird. Somebody got some beautiful eyes, all these beautiful eyes. I feel like they unveil shit and they peep shit out. Either it's you, both of y'all, or Betty. Why am I giving you a relationship with Betty? Because I feel like you have somebody hidden, right? Nobody would never suspect Fred and Betty got this connection. Shy demeanor. Watch your surroundings. Listen first closely. You're liable to be someone where no one thought you would be. You're slick. You're cunning. I wouldn't fuck with you. You get the last laugh. Angels, spiritual guides watch over you. Yes, I feel like the person that you like, people overlook. Betty was overlooked, whatever, this man or woman, and they could be somewhere you're not. So you could have underestimated this man or woman. You could have picked somebody else over them, and this person has outsurpassed you, right? So if you're meeting people where people are not privy, this person be like, oh, you didn't know who I was. I know that sounds stupid, but that's what I'm channeling, right? Because it says they could be places that you don't think, right? And I feel like Betty, I keep calling this person Betty, right? Symbolism, right? This man or woman, you do not fuck with them. I feel like you could have overlooked them, and they have some spiritual guides, ancients, ancestors, grandmothers, grandfathers, mother, fathers who passed away. So watch over them, and I feel like you see that now. I feel like you could be facing a lot of tower moments because I don't know if you physically or mentally or verbally did something to this person. You could have just been cold or breadcrumb them, but they're getting the laugh, and I feel like you could have hurt their feelings. What am I talking about? This person will verbally annihilate their opponent. Maybe you feel like you big pimping men and women. You didn't feel like you can meet your match, and Betty's so quiet and humble, and you found out this man or woman is your match. I'm feeling twin flame all over this. This person could never say a word. I feel like they don't show improve. They don't have to show improve. They just show and tell is their motto. They don't need to. They don't need to prove shit. They could love to kiss. This person could love to kiss. Why do I feel like you haven't kissed this person yet? You might have, and they're the hugger type. Yeah. You wouldn't feel all that with Betty. I get it. I feel like this man or woman looking in, you really underestimated who they really were. Maybe you didn't even realize that Betty had the psychic abilities and the king intuition and third eye open. Yeah. I feel like you guys are the Fred. I could be wrong, y'all. I could be just talking out of my neck, going all over the place. But I do feel like they're very kind. They're very sweet. What's Tommy Pickles? Look at my Tommy Pickles cute, y'all. Yeah, they can like to play. They can like to have fun. They can like to dress up in cars mode. They could be very, very creative. What did I write for Tommy Pickles? They could like pickles. They could have had a lot of numerous pregnancies. They could have some kids. They could be very fun-like with their kids. Somebody's name could be Tommy. Somebody's name could be Fred. Somebody's name could be Betty, Stewie. Let me see. This person is very fun-loving, happy, animated. People love being around this man or woman. They're not uptight. They're explorers. They're very tolerant of others. That's like LGBTQ, different religious beliefs, political affiliations, social, economic backgrounds. They love everybody. They break away from the norms. This person could be very unconventional and different from you. They have an unorthodox style. I always tell people the most unorthodox people are change agents. So if you study history, you'll find out, this person cut their ear off. This person did this, or this person did that. And they were very unorthodox, but they were a change agent. So these people that you could have overlooked change things. They could be very good communicators, right? They can't be restrained. They could be very independent. This man or woman could be divorced. They require little to none affirmations. Like, I feel like Fred's wife, Wilma, and then Betty, maybe Betty in the past had, because she was with Barney. So I feel like this man or woman that I feel like you have a connection with, they could have had some bad relationships. They could have had men and women who didn't live up to the level of the kind of man or woman they were. And was a vortex and it brought them down. So I feel like Betty experienced a lot of broken hearts and a lot of psychological and emotional stuff, but she got her shit together. She really should be with Fred, right? But Fred got beautiful. Fred got beautiful Wilma. Wilma is fine as hell. So you could have very aesthetically handsome, beautiful men and women, trophy wives. Beauty's an eye of the beholder, right? You get what I'm saying? But really, this is the one. This is the one that Fred should be with. And I feel like Fred is seeing that now. I don't know why I'm saying all this shit. Yeah. Where Wilma, you got to go shop, put her in a big house, tell her she's beautiful all day. She probably has some insecurities. You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm channeling. I'm not trying to beat up on Wilma. I'm just doing a reading, right? So I feel like Fred is with his karmic. He's not with his real, what you would be Fred, not your real twin flame. This person could be very humble, loves his or her freedom. They could be world leaders or leaders, and they plant seeds of success. You know how you can know this man or woman? You know, I'm not a psychic, but their children could be very successful. I say, you know, their adult children, their little children, like, you know, honor roll, boys and girls, something like that. I'm just something different, you know, play musical instruments, grown children, successful, and they could have a lot of integrity. Pregnant baby. Now I don't know what that means. They could be very adventurous, but they had their share of controversies. I feel like people talk about this man and woman that you overlook. Let's see. I got hand fasting cord twice. I got white and orange. You could look. I got orange here too. You might want to look up the color orange. Orange has been. It's an ancient tradition symbolizing binding two people together. Celtic religion, Wiccan, pagan wedding, 7,000 BC, ancient Ireland, tying a knot. You could be starting over a new relationship, a second chance to grow together, and empowerment. Both support one another to be independent, not codependent. You both value cooperation, competitiveness in your relationship. Didn't I say, now y'all might feel like I'm wrong, but it's lining up with my storyline. So that's good enough for me, whether nobody agree or not, because I'm just saying stuff. So I feel like if Betty and Fred got together, they would be that power team. I don't feel so much a power team. I'm not going to lie. I feel like a spiritual third eye, high vibrational, high frequency, because I feel like Betty could be with her husband, and there could have been codependency and some hurt and some drug addiction, alcohol, some, you know, brokenness or whatever, and Fred could be codependent on his superficial, materialistic, egotistical type relationship. But when they get together, they're going to get rid of that. They're not going to be codependent of each other. They're going to support each other, empower themselves first, empower each other, very independent lives, and they both value cooperation, right? And I feel like that's you. I feel like you met somebody else that you're in love with, but I feel like you overlooked this man or woman. We got a crossroads. You got to be kidding me. Let's see what this one is. I don't know, y'all. Just seen hand fasting cord. I wanted to read what it was about, and it was about colors. So I said, oh, let me make the colors and write the definitions, and then I just kind of channeled some stuff. Let me see. Type. You are very happy-go-lucky, not uptight, playful, cheerful, social butterfly. I feel like nice, kind, warm, empathetic, emotionally balanced, strong, endurance, resilient. Came out of a broken relationship. Excitement, joy to be in a relationship with, creative, wise, warm person, nurturing, the sexual, the whole package. I got faithful. This person Betty went through a birth and a death and a rebirth, right? So birth, death, rebirth, right? Yeah. So, and a lotus flower. So I feel like Betty, the man or woman you overlook, you know, a lotus flower, it grows in all that nasty muck and stuff, right? But the flower is beautiful. So I feel like you overlooked a man or woman who've been through hell and back, right? They share controversies. Is that what I said? And they are really, really good people. And on their journey, they could have already been at light, but that light was covered through a lot of darkness. But through that chaos and stuff, I feel like this man and woman really grew and they healed, and I feel like they're healers. And I feel like Fred has a connection with Betty. So I feel like y'all gonna let me know, I could be wrong. I feel like you still with your karmic. You fell in love with somebody that's totally different from you, and this man or woman is totally different from what you're used to, and they're very strong, caring, loving, that component that you need. I feel like they're very exciting. Now that doesn't mean that he doesn't get all that from Wilma, you guys, but this person is a totally different from what so I feel like this person that you fell in love with is what you need, not what you want, right? What you need. right? And I feel like you balance each other. Why do I feel like this is a twin flame pal? I can't make this shit up. Let me see in case y'all want to see the words. And I feel like this person is very happy-go-lucky and definitely not uptight. Let's see crossroads, and then we're about to end this. I feel like you are at the crossroads. I feel like one minute you want to still live in the past, hang on to these old toxic people, places, and things, belief systems. But then I feel like you're on this new wave thing, this enlightenment thing as men and women, this high vibrancy, this frequency. It's been around forever. You know how they call it new age? It's not new age. You know what I'm saying? But you're opening yourself up, right? So you're at the crossroads. You're at the crossroads. You could know the direction you want to go. And I feel like this person, or your career, your job, your family, I do feel like it's love too. It could be all of above. It's life changing. And I feel like you have a lot of deep thought, and you thought about the decisions that you're going to make as a man or woman that's going to benefit you. And I feel like you are strong enough to make the decision. Some people will be hurt. So if you're going to get a divorce, a separation, or let go of the past, or tell people to stay in their lane, something like that, I'm just trying to cover it. I feel like you realize life is too short to be unhappy. I feel like your ultimate goal is to have peace. And I feel like you experienced a big breakthrough and a turning point in your life. You stop thinking so much. You could be very cerebral, diplomatic type men and women. And now you're starting to follow your true heart's desire and passion. I feel like you rather try than never try. Because I feel like you don't want to live for regrets. And I do feel like you regret that you didn't see Betty. Maybe you didn't see Betty and you went straight to Wilma. Symbolic, right? Because Wilma looked good, right? Okay. So you're at the crossroads. The people at the crossroads for a job, money, a new direction, cutting toxic places and things out. I feel like my energy is really strong. You are definitely halfway there. I feel like a lot of high vibration, enlightenment type shit. My right foot is burning, is going on, but you still got them ties to karmic people, places, and things that's still going to keep, there's a vortex going to hold you back, right? And I feel like you know that. Let's see what the Willy Wonka is. Look at that. You dream of real love. We know Fred is married. We know Betty is married, right? Symbolically, right? Betty could be single now. She could have got a divorce. Just making it up. It says you dream of real love. You could be extremely picky, celibate, want dating, courting, romance. Or the person that you're interested in, they could be abstinence, celibate, they date or something like that, celibate or something like that. And they could be extremely picky. They could be dreaming of real love. You could be dreaming of real love. Y'all have some kind of telepathic connection. You realize that you guys are connected. I done gave y'all somebody, huh? Y'all probably done exited out a long time ago. But that's what I'm feeling. This feels like a twin flame pal to me. You could daydream a lot. This person could daydream a lot more than the average person. I feel like you and this person is extremely multi-talented. Look, could be a psychic or a seer or very creative. So the person that you like, they could be a psychic, a seer, tarot card reader, very creative, or you could be that, or you could be very creative. This person could like making love on the beach, or maybe you fantasize making love on the beach with Betty. Betty could be anybody, y'all. I'm just using it symbolic. Or in a hotel room. Why do I feel like you want to get in contact with this person? I feel like you and this person will enjoy a lot of different outdoor activities. I got sightseeing, road trips, travel, grab a bite to eat. I feel like this person loves food, or maybe you love food. I feel like one is health conscious, one isn't. I don't know, because I feel like you guys are different. I could be wrong. And I feel like you like the original Wonka movie. So that tells me I feel like you guys are more... if you like the original Wonka movie, y'all both are working on more being authentic. Your true authentic self has nothing to do with the movie, right? You want to be the best man and woman that you could be. You don't want to put on personas. And I feel like one is a little bit more progressive than the other. Like Betty, because I'm really channeling Betty is like I'm more authentic and I've done my healing. But Betty had her share of pain and hurt, right? Right, and trauma. And Fred is like, I turned my back to it. I really don't want to face it. Betty's back there. I know I'm feeling a kind of way about him or her. You get what I'm saying? Right? But I am working on it. And I'm aware that she's there, right? Or the healing needs to be done, or dealing with the trauma, or cutting toxic people, places, and things out, if that makes sense. Scared if you slept with the wrong person, you'll lose your gift. I just feel like you might feel like if you leave your karmics, and it has nothing to do with gift, even though I channeled that. I feel like if you feel like you lose your karmics, because you can still have some codependency, will Betty live up to what you want? Will, things work out? But what Fred forgets is Fred is not perfect. Fred had a journey, and he can't expect Betty to be perfect when you could be Fred, right? You had to go on your journey, and you had to learn, and you both are going to empower right? And support each other, right? Because a healing is a progression. It's a lifelong progression. I tweet that all the time, right? Yeah. Anything else? Let's do the last one. You're either really good lover and bred, or you never had great sex. You could have been drawn to one. You aim to please, good kisser, love kissing parts of your body. Neglect. Look at that. You could be horny, high sex drive, not overly interested in your partner no more, and have side pieces and frequent porn sites, hookup apps, cheating, betrayal, infidelity, emotional cheater. Yeah, you not like the people on your job. You could want a new job or new career change. Your neat adventures, love, travel. What does that say to me? It just says that you want you want a life with Betty now, right? Maybe you haven't met Betty. Maybe you met Betty online, right? No contacts, maybe some sincere apology, something, right? But I do feel like there's a flame burning. There's a passion ignited. Maybe you want to have sex. You're fishing. You don't know if Betty is a good kisser, good in bed, before you let your karmas go. I'm just channeling all that type of stuff. But I do feel like, although Fred might still sleep with Wilma, being you still sleep with your partner, I feel like it's not, you left the building, right? You might live with this person, you might, do activities and stuff with this person, but I do feel like you left the building. Now, I could be wrong. Y'all gonna let me know? I'm not gonna let you know that. Yeah. So this is like a twin flame pal. And this is like I picked somebody else over you, or I've already had somebody when you came in my life, or when you're coming back in my life, and I need to make some decisions because I'm at the crossroad now, and I really know what I want to do, but at the end of the day, I just got to go ahead and do it. I got to walk into my true divine destiny, get rid of toxic people, places, and things, and karmics that no longer serve me, and get with my counterpart, my divine counterpart, which happened to be Betty. I would have never looked at Betty. This is symbolism, right? But at the end of the day, Betty is on that high vibration frequency, and I'm so drawn to Betty, and Betty is so drawn to Fred, Okay, so, and I feel like Fred dealt with a lot of his ego, and I felt like Betty dealt with a lot of hurt and brokenness, right? And so they kind of balance each other. All right, thanks, y'all.